you hear that noise? I know exactly what that is, and that can get dangerous pretty quickly. Let me know in the comments if you know what it is. Your car can make a lot of noises, but it's important to know when it's making the wrong noise. You don't want to misdiagnose the component, so it's important to narrow it down. In our case, we're hearing more of a growling noise, and it is directly correlated to the speed of the vehicle. So when I go really slow through a parking lot, it almost disappears. But when I go regular road speeds, just driving around town, it is so loud, you can't even hear your own thoughts sitting in this thing. So I brought it inside and safely raised and supported the vehicle, and I just went around all the wheels to check things out, because obviously something's seriously wrong here. When I got to this one, something stood out to me, and when I gave it a little shake, that's a lot of movement. It's not supposed to be there, and the lug nuts are tight, so the wheel is secure, but something else is not. So we had the wheel on the left rear that had a lot of play that we just saw, and yes, it is making noise when you spin it, but I wanted to come over to this one, the right front, the opposite corner, which has a little bit of play. Obviously not normal, but it's making a lot of noise. That's pretty bad. So it is clear to me that we are dealing with, and if you guessed wheel bearings, you guessed it right, because we have 2 bad wheel bearings on this vehicle. At this point, you should probably get yours from oneauto.com, because you can get them as a kit, so you could do all the wheel bearings that you need to replace all in one go. On the workbench, I have some wheel bearings here. This is a brand new one. It's a press-in wheel bearing that actually goes on the vehicle that we are talking about today. This is a bolt-on wheel bearing. This also goes to the vehicle that we're talking about today. And the reason it's called a bolt-on bearing is because you bolt it onto the vehicle. You don't press it in with hydraulic pressure or some other specialty tools that you would need for a press-in bearing. So typically these are going to be easier to replace. Now there is one way that you can avoid dealing with specialty tools when it comes to installing press-in wheel bearings. So if we move all this aside, bring in the loaded knuckle assembly. And you can find these at oneauto.com. And these will save you, especially as a DIYer in the driveway. I've been there. They can save you a lot of time and effort because it comes as you see it. Wheel hub and bearing already pressed in, ready to go. You even get a new backing shield as a bonus, already installed, ready to go. All you have to do is unbolt the old knuckle, bolt the new knuckle back in, take it for an alignment, and there you go. Parts replaced. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Instead of spending a bunch of time and effort putting this press-in wheel bearing in, I'm going to go right for the knuckle assembly, and it's going to be nice and shiny too. Let's get it in. Everything's back together here. First wheel bearing is fixed, nice and quiet. So on to the other wheel bearing. This is a before and after. And that is a fixed wheel bearing. Now the noise you're hearing is just the brakes, that's totally normal, but the wheel bearing is nice and quiet and no play.